Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Big stop, let's go.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Double time. Easy. Alert. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And Walker has it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hero 15. Hey, right 52. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Push him back.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
This will be taken in at the 1.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Michael Thomas 73 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yellow. Mike 52, Mike 52. Box trot. 6, baby.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
180. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get team. It's going to be a long day on smoke. It's going to be a long day. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch us look.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I'm trying to collect. Shoot.
First down, a run with Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Hey, yellow. Hey, check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, come on, now.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Coming after you.
They run. This is Cohen. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by and have highlights and analysis of this first half. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Hey, we got four. Got four down. 49. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Squeeze, double. No, check that.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tariq Cohen, 77 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
180. Run. Hurry. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is all the way up past the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this will be a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Mahomes will try again on second down. Escapes the sack. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike, check. Pistol. Come on, baby. Bravo.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. With a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, team 6. Here we go, D. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decided.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Strahan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check nine. Hurry. Regular. Proteins.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Thomas, 45 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. Back now in Foxborough, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
52. 552. Okay, double up. Hey, alert 33. Check hot route. Hot, hot. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 37-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Back. Hurry, hurry.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry, hurry. Back to the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Alert, 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 alert. What's that? Hurry, hurry. 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got it. Hey, switch gears. What's that?
Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The 20. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get in the field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds,
that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give, right side. Jackson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Second and 9 at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, let's get in home. Hurry, hurry. Deuce. Attack.
They run again with Jackson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.